Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope everything is fine with you. I am your teacher Saima Tanoli with the third chapter of state, and today we are having the 10th lecture. Open your book on page number 39. We will be studying and discussing the another uh, theory of the origin of state, that is patriarchal. What is this patriarchal theory? Those who maintain that descent was traced to the father are identified as the patriarchal school. Like patria means father and archaea means rule. So this is something related to the fact that when we have the head of the state as the father or the male figure, that is patriarchal theory. We have also studied the kinds of family in which we have studied this patriarchal family as well. So according to Sir Henry Maine, he is the one who is a paramount protagonist. Protagonist is the person who is supporting something of this theory. He is a great supporter of this patriarchal theory, as he believes that the family is basically run by the male member of the family. In the early life, the paternity was the paramount factor. When we use this word paternity, it is something related with the father. As we when we discuss paternal grandparents, they are your dada dadi, that is from your father's side, and when we talk about the maternal grandparents, they are your nana nani from the mother's side. So this is we can say paternal theory, which tells us that the father is the main head of the family. Descent was not traced from female members of the family. In this patriarchal theory, when we discuss the descent, that is not traced from the female side but from the male side. Families were established on the principle of permanent marriage. We know that people settle down and they have this they started establishing families and they started getting married. So it is what this patriarchal theory is. That is, it is a simple statement of the fact that the institution of the state is the result of a process of growth. This process commenced in some prehistoric time in a small family consisting of a man, his wife, and his children. So, with the passage of time, this family grew into a clan, and all members of the clan bound together by ties of blood and united together under the recognized authority of the living eldest man. This makes it a patriarchal theory. Now, male head of the family, clan or tribe, was the ultimate source of authority. That is, the oldest person who will be the head of the clan, tribe, or the family will be the main person. He was the head of the state, that is, head of the. He has this kind of designations as head of the family, like he is the head of he is the head of the state. He is commander in chief, the chief executive, the lawgiver, the judge, and the priest and king in one. So this makes him very much authoritarian and having a lot of power and all those things. So this is what we had about this we can say patriarchal theory. On the other hand, in patriarchal theory, descent was not traced from the female members, and that was something that usually come from the man. Families were established on the principle of permanent marriage. Permanent marriage है चाहे monogamy हो, एक wife, or polygamy consisting of or having more than two wives or more than one wife. Male head of the family, clan or tribe was the ultimate source of authority. He was to be followed, he was to be obeyed, and that was the most important thing. Matters pertaining to a person's life were not divided into private or public, so much so that elder men decided and dissolved marriages without asking the parties. So he was all in all, we can say, just like I have told you that he was not only the head of the family, he was in fact the head of the state, like, or commander in chief and everything. Now coming to the evolution of the theory, according to McLennan, it is baseless. There is a lot of criticism as well on this theory, though Sir Henry Maine is a supporter or protagonist, but there are certain people who we can say criticizes it, like McLennan and his camp followers assert that the concept of state's emergence out of a patriarchal society is baseless. They believe that patriarchal society is a later development, that is, they believe that first they had this matriarchal family, that it was run by the female head of the family rather than with the patriarchal. On the other hand, they believed these earliest we can say historians that matriarchal was the true essence of the family, not the patriarchal. Woman was head of the family and descent was traced to her. One woman married several men. This school maintains that the early forms of social life were not as simple as patriarchal theorists have tried to prove. Now, but we can say that patriarchal theories at the same time is based on reason and common sense. It is generally something which is related with reasoning, that is intelligence and common sense. It may be incomplete but not false or untrue. The institution of family no doubt played the most important role in the development of human society, and in that the expounders of this theory have disregarded other theories. They just believe that we have this patriarchal theory, that is the origin of the state. We don't believe in any other theory. So as they believe in the we can say in the absolute authority and in the strength of a man, they believe that he is the one who is dominating the family and not anyone else. The second is, or the third one is the matriarchal theory. That is again in which we have matre means mother and archaea means rule. So it is a kind of a family in which basically we can say we have the head of the family as the female. The matriarchal theory of the origin of state is based on the contention that in the primitive society, old society, there were matriarchal groups. There was no common male head of the family and descent was traced to the woman. Maternity, not paternity, was the main reference of kinship. And according to McLennan, Morgan and Jenks, they are among the most prominent supporters of this theory. They argued that a patriarchal family is possible where either monogamous or polygamous institution of marriage exist. They claim that such family unit did not exist in the beginning of the history, but in the beginning we have the matriarchal society. They maintain that the primitive society was polyandry, that is women having many husbands, which means that the women should marry more than one husband. Under these circumstances, it was natural that descent was traced from women, not men. It is further maintained that in this primitive society, property passed from mother to daughters and probably sons. So, this is what these matriarchal theorists believe in. Jenks contradicts Sir Henry Maine's contention that state is family writ large. He believes that the matriarchal theory drives the smaller from the larger group, not the larger from the smaller, just like the way Sir Henry says that state is family writ large, but he says that it is not from the larger to the smaller, that is from the state to the family, but it is from the smaller to the larger. Uh, Further, he says that polyandry at present most probably is not practiced anymore. If we find it, we find it in places like Kangra, Malabahar hills in India, in some tribes of Tibet, and a few Australian nomadic tribes. Nomadics are the people who are gypsies or moving from one place to another. So this is what they believe in, that we have not much examples or not much of these families left now. They are only few and in these parts of the world. Evolution of the theory, that is what we evaluate from this, that is there are some examples of matriarchal society, not much, and they are not sufficient enough to prove that there has been a time in history when all human society followed the matriarchal principle. The theory does not appeal to reason, and at the same time do not have any common sense. It is not supported by historical evidence. So we don't have much evidence about this kind of family. Expounders are the people who have explained this theory or have given an explanation or done a research on that theory. Expounders of the theory believe transformation of the family from matriarchal to patriarchal. That is what they believe in. That is what they think. That is, if we might have this matriarchal theory in the beginning, but later on, with the passage of time, we have adopted the patriarchal theory, in which the male is the dominant. As mostly in our Asian societies, we believe in the male dominated society and male hegemony and their authority. So this is what it happened. So this is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.